Hello and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. I'm paulcheon, and we are now rank number 35 after a pretty spectacular run we've been making so far. I mean, obviously it's a combination of playing the format a lot and also just being pretty lucky, I want to say. But just looking back, we have, even in our last 6 drafts, we have 4 trophies and 2 6-win runs. So we've been on fire. We have been on fire. Anything we draft, we just managed to get there. And not gonna lie, we've been drawing well. But let's keep things going here and see if we can crack the top 30 here by hopping into another draft. Now, before this draft starts, I did want to say, if you've been enjoying all of this content, I do want to say that I did launch my Patreon channel. If you wanted to support the channel in another way, that's the best way to do so. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. I want to give a special shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for all of your support, as it allows me to continue making all of this awesome content. All right, let's go ahead and click the ready button and get to work. All right, what do we have? Ooh, I haven't opened this one, and I will openly admit I was wrong about Pest Infestation. I think I gave this like a C+ or something when the set first came out, noting that I know that it's very good in Vintage Cube, but I just didn't know that there was going to be enough artifacts or enchantments to have this be good enough in Limited. Well, you know what? If you play against white, there are, and also just the fact that for X you can just make X 1/1s is pretty relevant. So I want to try this. I haven't taken this. I think this is kind of a low A level card at this point. It's got a very, very high win rate. I mean, let me just take a look super quick. Other options here are Lassoed by the Law and Honest Rudstein. They're both very good. But let's take a look. Pest Infestation is at 62%, which is quite nice. So I think I want to take that. Honestly, Lassoed by the Law actually has a higher win rate, but because I haven't played with the Pest Infestation before, I want to try it. So Lassoed by the Law, I think, would have been the other pick along with the Honest Rudstein, but I want to try the Prosperity card here and see where things go, because if you draft the right deck around this thing can just do a lot of work. I wonder if I end up like a red-green deck or something along those lines, if Pest Infestation plus the +2/+0 your whole team, that's a pretty nice synergy, pretty nice interaction. But anyways, let's go on to this pack. A rare is missing. Canyon Crab, Resilient Roadrunner, Skewer the Critics are all fine. But I think I might just go ahead and take Spinewood's Paladin. Just to go with my first pick green card and just kind of see where the rest of the picks land. I think in terms of power level, the Spinewood's Paladin is very similar to stuff like the Skewer the Critics. So let's take the Paladin here to follow up our Pest Infestation and just see if we can cut off the green. Now I'm going to take Spinewood's Armadillo. This is one of the best green uncommons in the set. Just 6 mana for a 7/7 reach. Ward 3 is a very, very great body. But additionally, the fact that this also allows you to search for a land early, gain some life, is really, really nice. I also like Savage Smash if I'm Gruul, but I think the Armadillo is just better, even if I was Gruul, most likely. So let's go ahead and take the Armadillo and do our best to cut off green. I know that's a tough task. It's a tough task these days, just because green is so heavily drafted, but we will try our best. But this is a pretty good start so far. Moving on to this pack, we have the option between either taking a desert, like a Festering Gulch, or a Mirage Mesa, or taking, I don't know, something like maybe a Rise of the Varmints. But that's only good if we're going to be black-green. And even then, I'm not even sure how good that card is in general. I could just take something like a Free Strider Commando, just because I think the card is just decent. You know what? I'm just going to take the Desert. All these other cards seem mostly replaceable. And I do like Festering Gulch. Or I just like On-Color Desert, just because being able to commit a crime just is super, super nice. And now we have a really interesting pick. This is a really, really good pack. There's Congregation Griff, Ruthless Lawbringer, Desert Stew, and Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Dance of the Tumbleweeds is like a distant fourth. But I think it's honestly between Congregation Griff and Desert Stew. Congregation Griff is a better card. And it could be a sign getting it 5th pick. So let's take it. We did see that Drover Grizzly that we could have taken in the previous pack, but I'm going to take the Congregation Griff. I do think there's more upside there than something like a Desert Stew. Although I do think the Desert Stew is very good. Okay, well, maybe we should have taken the Desert Stew. I'm going to take Honest Rutstein out of this pack over the Hard Bristle Bandit. It's just a much, much better card. And see where things land. See where things land. I could have taken the Desert Stew. I mean, I did have the Festering Gulch. But I think if your green-white mounts, Congregation Griff kind of acts as like almost like a mythic uncommon in the green-white mount strategy. All right, moving on here. I don't know that I'm interested in this white desert just because I don't know if I'm going to be white or black. So I can take either Fake Your Own Death or Tumbleweed Rising. I don't mind Fake Your Own Death as a combat trick, but I do have a couple of large creatures already. So I'm going to take this Tumbleweed Rising just because I have a Spinewoods Paladin and an Armadillo. So I think it's just a green card that has a decent shot of making it into our deck. So I'm going to take it here. And then moving on to this pack, we have a less exciting pack. There's a Voracious Varmint if I wanted a 2-mana creature just to play in my deck. I think I like that over the Rooftop Assassin because this thing costs 4. That's a relatively late Prickly Pear. There's also a late Lush Oasis, but I don't have any 2s. So I'm just going to take the Voracious Varmint here just for mana curve purposes. And move on. Ooh, love me a Dance of the Tumbleweeds here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. And, all right. Ooh, and Mourner Surprise. So I suppose black-green is something that we might be interested in being. I don't mind Ambush Gigapede as well. And, yeah, we're setting ourselves up reasonably well here for a black-green mid-range deck here, if possible. Tumbleweed Rising, definitely one of those cards that often ends up getting cut in my deck. It's pretty nice with the Ambush Gigapede as well, so maybe I'll give it a shot. Drover Grizzly, definitely not a great card in black-green. I do like it in white-green mounts, but certainly a card that I can consider cutting here. And now we have this pack. Wow. Fantastic, fantastic pack here for us. We have Throw from the Saddle as a premium removal spell, but also a Selvala, and we have Dance of the Tumbleweeds and a Spinewoods Armadillo. I'm just going to take the Selvala, let's be real. I mean, I think it might even be close here, but Selvala is awesome, and we have mana fixing already, so I do think it's worth splashing out of this pack. Moving on, we have this pack, which, I mean, there's a Mirage Mesa, there's an Intrepid Stablemaster, but I'm looking for removal here, so it's really between Clear Shot and Throw from the Saddle. And normally I like Throw from the Saddle, particularly in green-white. But I think in black-green, I think there's a shot that the Clear Shot might be better. It's really interesting. I have a Drover Grizzly. Yeah, you know, I'm going to take Clear Shot here. I think normally I like Throw from the Saddle. I have 0 mount creatures, though. So I do like the instant speed nature of the Clear Shot, and I want to give it a shot. Now, remember, in yesterday's video, I was taking the Throw from the Saddle over the Clear Shot. But I think it's closer in just straight black-green, and I want to try the Clear Shot. Here we have the choice between Intrepid Stablemaster, Back for More. There's also Mystical Tether, but it's between Back for More and Intrepid Stablemaster, and I'm going to take the Back for More. This card is extremely, extremely powerful, especially in black-green with some self-mill strategy, self-mill cards. I mean, Back for More plus Spinewoods Armadillo is a super, super nice combo, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. And then moving on to this pack, I'm going to slam Cactarantula here. We have a Desert already. We have a Spinewoods Armadillo and a Dance of the Tumbleweeds to also get a Desert. So I'm going to take that over the Mirage Mesa. I know that I'm going to need to find fixing here for the Selvala, but even if I play a Plains, I already have a Spinewoods Armadillo and a Dance of the Tumbleweed, so I do have 2 white sources already. And Cactarantula, I think, is kind of a premium level big creature for your deck. So let's go ahead and do that. Noting that at this point, we're pretty good on top-end threats. We have the Armadillo, the Gigapede, Cactarantula, and a Pest Infestation. And, you know, to some degree, Dance of the Tumbleweeds, because you can cast this as a 6-mana card. So now we're really going to look to try to fill up the lower end of our mana curve here, if possible. All right, here we have another Spinewoods Paladin or a Creosote Heath. Huh. I do love me a Spinewoods Paladin, but I think the first white desert, we have a Cactarantula and we have a Selvala that we want to splash. And we have a lot of big things already. So I'm going to try to be responsible here and take the first Creosote Heath because I think it just goes really, really nicely with the splash that we're trying to make. And this allows us to fetch for a Creosote Heath in our deck. Here, I am not going to take a Braided Bluffs. I do need some cheap creatures, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a Bristlepack Sentry. We do have a fair number of large creatures, so I'm just going to take the Sentry as just another 2-mana play for our Golgari deck. And now we have the choice between another Mourner Surprise or another Creosote Heath. It looks like we're going to be pretty good on playables here, so I'm just going to go ahead and take another Heath here to make the white splash even better. And the nice thing about splashing white in this format is just you do have access to a lot of exile common enchantment removal in white as well. So I'm interested in the Creosote Heaths here. As much as I like Ruthless Lawbringer, we're severely lacking 2-mana plays. Desperate Bloodseeker is everything that we want. We have Back for More and Mourner Surprise to get things back if we self-mill ourselves. So absolutely love the fact that we have a Desperate Bloodseeker here in our deck. And we're going to move on. Here we have the choice between Rooftop Assassin. I'm not the biggest fan of Tornado. We have Clear Shot and Back for More already. So I think I'm just going to take another Desert here, honestly, in case we just get a good Desert payoff card. In case we find another good Desert payoff card, rather. And now I'm going to take Mirage Mesa. So our mana fixing is awesome. We can basically take almost any bomb that we pick up in the next pack. So, another Mirage Mesa. So, man, can you imagine if we get a Greenblade, what is it, the Outlaw? That would be super, super nice here for us. Don't think I'm ever playing a second Gigapede, but I don't think I'm going to splash for a Terminal Agony. So I'll take the Gigapede here and just kind of see where things land. Ho-ho! Goldvein Hydra! All right, let's go. Shepherd of the Clouds is also a pretty interesting card just because splashing here is very, very trivial here for us. But I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to slam the Goldvein Hydra. Very, very nice card. The Freeze Try to look at I found to just be okay. I think the Hydra, though, is better. We do have 4 deserts here to trigger this, but I just think the Goldvein Hydra is just an awesome, awesome creature. So let's go ahead and take that here and move on. Let's put this at like 4, maybe? Thoughtseize? Money Draft? Actually, I need removal. I'm just going to take Consuming Ashes here over the Thoughtseize and be fairly happy about it. I know this is nice and shiny, but Consuming Ashes is just better, and we do need removal. This gives us Clear Shot, Consuming Ashes, and Pest Infestation as reasonable removal effects. And well. If it ain't Bonnie Paul. I mean, this is one of the best rares in the set. We have a Soured Springs and double Mirage Mesa, Dance of the Tumbleweeds, and Spinewood's Armadillo. I mean, what's our black looking like? We have Consuming Ashes. I gotta take it. I'm gonna take it. I mean, we have really good mana. So by taking the Mirage Mesas and the Soured Springs, this has allowed us to speculate and now just play this Bonnie Paul. Are we just trying to run it back? We can't. We're not going to do that. We need something cheap. I'm just going to take the Apothecary here. We do have these deserts to trigger this as well to race, and we need a 3-mana creature. So I'm going to take the Apothecary over the Giant Beaver and move on. In here, actually, this is a nice pack. Marauding Sphinx. I mean, we could have been blue-green, obviously. But Marauding Sphinx, Siphon Insight, Consuming Ashes. But I'm going to take Desert Stew. We have 6 deserts. And I think in a deck with that many deserts, I'm more looking for the cheap interactive spell over the Consuming Ashes. So let's go ahead and take the Desert Stew in this pack. All right, moving on to this pack, we have Buried in the Garden. Like I said, those exile removal spells is exactly what we need. And not only that, this allows us to even give us another way to cast our Bonnie Paul, because we're still going to be a black-green based deck here, splashing Bonnie Paul. And I know splashing Bonnie Paul is a tough task, but certainly I think it's definitely worth it because, like I said, this is one of the best rares in the entire set. Probably the best rare. This and the Railway Brawler and Oko Thief of Crowns are probably the top 3. Here I'll just take a Rooftop Assassin as a creature in case I just need something to play there on turn 4. And now we'll take another desert here, a black-white desert. I think we just don't even need to run plains, right? We have Forlorn Flats, double Creosote Heath, for Sylvala and Buried in the Garden with double Mirage Mesa. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And move on. Here we have the choice between another Voracious Varmint or a Mourner Surprise. I don't think I want a second Mourner Surprise. I have a Mourner Surprise in a back for more already. So I'm just going to take another Voracious Varmint here, just for curve purposes, just because I just think we need more 2s, and now we have 4 2s. All right, the Spinewoods Paladin tabled. Very, very happy about that. Don't care that much about all of these Ambush Gigapedes tabling. Wow. Quad. All right, we got our playset of Ambush Gigapedes here. But, I mean, I think this deck still ended up okay. We'll see. We certainly have power, and we have removal, right? And we have good mana fixing. Let's just hope that this deck is not overly slow. But let's figure out our mana super quick. I imagine I'm going to want probably 2 islands. And hopefully that doesn't mess up our mana too much. Maybe it's just 1 island. Honestly, we only have 1 blue card. So maybe it's just 1 island. But we do need to put 2 more cards into the deck. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 17 cards. So maybe like... There's also Congregation Griff, by the way. Also Goldvein Hydra mana fixing. Huh? All right. You know what? I'm going to lay out my deck here and just see what my deck actually needs. So Cactarantula is definitely just a 5-drop in this deck, which is nice. Spinewoods Paladin, you can also plot on turn 4. I'm just trying to make my curve look not god-awful here. Certainly don't need more expensive things here, right? We have a Goldvein Hydra, Cactarantula, Spinewoods Armadillo, double Spinewoods Paladin, and Bonnie Paul. So that's more than enough, along with a Back for More and a Pest Infestation. So honestly, we really just want to look for things that's kind of cheaper to play. So definitely not cutting these varmints. I don't think I like Tumbleweed Rising very much, just because I feel like we're already lacking cheap things to do, right? We have 4 2s and 2 3s. So I think just for the sake of my mana curve, this is a card that's good in the late game to go with your other large creatures, but I already have a bunch of large creatures. So I just want things I can play to get me to the late game. So I believe I'm going to just play a Drover Grizzly. I don't love it. It's just a 3-mana creature. And then I'm going to play like a Rooftop Assassin, just as, again, another creature to play. It's a Flash Flying Lifelinker, and I feel like my late game is good enough where I just want to play my cheap spells, and those are my 2 best cheap things that I can play reliably. Now, I mean, I do need to look at my white sources. I don't think I'm going to play a Plains here. We have... So, and then probably not play that. So I think given that I have 2 green cards that require mana fixing, let's add another forest here. Yeah, I'm just going to play another forest here. All right, let's give this a go. Let's see how this goes. I might be indexing a little heavy on the green sources, but again, green is where I get my mana fixing. And if I can find 1 forest and then draw like a Dance of the Tumbleweeds or a Cactarantula, then that's going to allow me to get like the dual that I need to play whatever color that I want. All right, opponent on the play here. Yeah, certainly keeping Forlorn Flats, Mirage Mesa, Swamp. Let's lead with the Forlorn Flats here. And then we draw our forest, which is nice, so we can go turn 2 Bristlepack Sentry here. Our opponent playing some kind of a blue-red deck probably, given that they plotted the Highway Robbery. All right, let's play Bristlepack Sentry. And we drew a Creosote Heath, so... You know, it's interesting. Like, do I want to play this Dance of the Tumbleweeds? I don't know. I feel like I have enough mana fixing, enough things to do. So I think I'd rather wait on the Dance of the Tumbleweeds until I can also make a creature out of this. Oh, never mind. Our opponent's playing red-black, and they discarded Consuming Ashes. What on earth? Okay, well, yeah. So I'm gonna hold the dance. They're trying to value us out somehow. I am going to wait here. Mirage Mesa certainly should be played for blue. Got a block here for the Blood Hustler. Gonna go ahead and plot the Spinewoods Paladin. They can drain us here with the Blood Hustler, sure. Not too concerned about Blood Hustler. It takes a while to get this going. Silver Deputy. Do not play this card. I mean, unless your mana is awful. This card is just not good. It's like I basically would rather play another land. Alright, let's play Spinewood's Paladin. Let's play this, naming blue, because we have Bonnie Paul. Let's attack with Bristlepack Sentry. And I have this Pest Infestation too, but I'm going to wait till I can do it for at least 2. I do have this Consuming Ashes if this thing becomes problematic. The Outlaw Stitcher can get very large. I mean, I feel like I should just do the Consuming Ashes just because I'm leaving mana at the table, and the Blood Hustler is likely going to be a 3/3. So let's go kill that. And we also get the double Surveil. It's interesting. I don't think I want the lands. The thing is, I can still just play Cactarantula. Well, actually, no, I can play Dance of the Tumbleweeds. So maybe I want the island. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Well, actually, I wonder if Spinewood's Armadillo is better. Because Dance of the Tumbleweeds gets me a 7/7. I think the Armadillo is actually better. Although I can Pest Infestation for a larger amount. But this thing's just like super hard to kill. Alright, let's just take the Armadillo here. Wow, they just played Outlaw Stitcher? I thought they would have... What did they do? Oh, the draw... I see. I see. That's kind of cool. So they get 2 4/4s out of this? Wow, that was really impressive from the opponent. I thought that I was going to have way too much for my opponent to deal with, but now, I mean, they developed a really, really nice board here, which is going to make it really tough for us to actually be able to attack here. Well played, opponent. Well played. Let's see, Selvala. If they don't kill the Selvala, it gives me a ton of mana. So I think I'm going to play it. I'm just going to wait here. I mean, our opponent just put 10 power and 16 toughness on the battlefield in one turn. Okay, take the fall. I mean, they have to have some removal. You don't just discard Consuming Ashes, right? So I imagine that it's pretty likely that they're going to kill my Selvala here. Calamity, okay. Wow, they get so much power and toughness here. This is wild. So if they copy Outlaw Stitcher, they get 2 more 4/4s? That's crazy. Wow, they drafted like a combo deck. All right. Well, they have 4 4/4s in play. GG's. That's really impressive. Let's play Cactarantula. All right, I'm not actually sure how much mana we have. Okay, so we have... we get 6 mana? That's so dumb. Let's cast Dance of the Tumbleweeds here. And then next turn we can cast a huge Pest Infestation. And let's get something that pings them. I have a white source. I have 2 white sources, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's just get a desert that deals damage to them. And then we'll pass. Because they have 4 4/4s in play? All right. Well, guess what? Hopefully they don't have like a counterspell or whatever. And this Pest Infestation, let's see, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 mana, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. We're going to Pest Infestation and make 14 tokens if they don't kill Selvala. I mean, at least they don't have great attacks here. Oh, they killed Selvala. What a jerk. What a jerk. Oh, I can kill all the treasures, though. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we drew a land. So we do this for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's try to clear the board here. Something just tells me this is what I should be doing. I actually could, you know what? I probably should have pumped the Spinewoods Armadillo, actually. But with 8 tokens in play, unless they have a sweeper, they're just going to be dead here. Actually, maybe pumping this isn't so bad. This will eat something or trade with a 4/4. Like, I know they're going to get some profitable 2-for-1 blocks here because the stats, right? But just clearing the board of most of these 4/4s so that my army of 8 tokens can get in for damage, I think is pretty nice. If this Spinewoods Paladin actually connects, they go to 2, right? And then I have 10 creatures in play. All right. They're at 2. Deal with all my creatures. Pest Infestation for the win? Pest Infestation for the win? Come on. Look, all you have to do is deal with 11 threats. Can you imagine if they had the -1/-1 Surveil card? Or -2 to all creatures? Sacrifice 6 creatures I control. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's, I mean, one of the best cards they could have had in this spot. Right? That's actually kind of unreal. What is happening? They killed everything. I mean, they're still dead. But I was like, how can they kill all my things? And they're like, well, they killed half my things. Okay. Pest Infestation for the win. Our deck has a lot of beef. A lot of beef. So we drew definitely very well. And we were able to defeat their really sweet Outlaw Stitcher theme deck. All right. Our second round. Yeah, this hand is good. Although, I think I'm supposed to play this turn 1. But I don't know what color to play on Mirage Mesa, because I have 2 black cards in my hand, but I have a Selvala as well. I have way more black sources. I have a Drover Grizzly I can play. If I draw a land, I get to play Selvala. Are we on the play or draw? I would prefer being on the... I think we're on the play. I mean, we could theoretically wait a turn. Maybe we wait a turn. What? We do have some 2-drops that we'd like to play, though, if we draw them, like the Voracious Varmint. Choose a color. You know, I'm going to name white. Just because I have so many more black sources in my deck. And the fact that I still have a turn 3 play, I just don't think turn 2 Desert Stew is going to be that important. So let's do this. I mean, either way, I can't play a spell. I mean, Selvala requires me to draw a land. But I'm actually going to play the Bristlepack Sentry here over the Drover Grizzly as it blocks the Splasher better. Is this throw from the saddle? Clear shot. Jailbreak Scheme. I do not want to draw this. All right, give me a land. Oh, well, that was a land, but it was a desert, so we can't play the Selvala just yet, but it's okay. We can just still run out the Drover Grizzly here. And now we have all the colors, right? Festering Gulch means we have 2 green, a black, a blue, and a white. So we can play everything. Our opponent did not attack us, and they have a bunch of mana available. I hope they don't Mystic Snake us. I don't know why I feel like Mystic Snake is coming, but that's like a super rare card. I think it might just be a counterspell or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't want to trade Drover Grizzly for the Splasher. Let's pass. Oh, never mind. It's a Stoic Sphinx. Okay, so that's super annoying. It is really, really tough to fight. But, I mean, we have some beaters as well. Let's see what they do. They're blue-green with a Forlorn Flats. That's a little scary. As long as they don't have a way to interact with this Selvala. Slickshot Lockpicker, maybe? They're looking at their graveyard. All right, Hard Bristle Bandit, that's it? Well, that's extremely underwhelming. All right, what do we want to do? Well, let's play the creature immediately. All right, and then this has Vigilance. I don't want to attack with the Grizzly. I do have Clear Shot, but they have 3 mana available. And I don't want to be the first one to flinch here on my trick. So let's just attack with the Selvala. And then we'll just pass. I currently can make 3 colors of mana, so I can actually tap this for black and also cast. I can play Desert Stew and Clear Shot. So basically, the plan here is, I mean, I'm going to take the 5 here, but after they play their spell, then I can go ahead and kill the Stoic Sphinx. Intimidation Campaign. All right, let's cast Desert Stew. Okay, that worked. I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Honest Rutstein to get it back. Well, that makes a lot of sense. But we do have this Clear Shot, and I do think it's going to be very good here. It's just how do we want to approach this? Let's pump this. Let's attack with everything. So Clear Shot here seems pretty good. I can pump the Apothecary. And the question is whether or not I want to kill the Bandit or the Honest Rutstein and let my Drover Grizzly live. Like, if I kill the Bandit, they only have Stoic Sphinx available. Or I can just let both of this resolve and then go for a back for more, but I don't think that's correct. I think we just keep both of our creatures alive. That makes sense. So let's target this, and let's kill the Honest Rutstein. And then we'll give this lifelink. That way it gains life twice. All right. Seemed like a reasonable turn here for us. The Stoic Sphinx is not the best blocker, so we can still just get in for a pretty big attack here. I'm hoping that was good. They have the Sphinx. This does give them more mana to work with, which is always good with the Intimidation campaign, of course. But they just cast the Seize the Secrets, which is not bad for us. We have no creatures to get back for this back for more, but that's fine. What I'm probably going to do is pump the Rattleback Apothecary and then just have 3 big creatures across the board. Now, if they have a removal spell here, then obviously we can just use that back for more. Patient Naturalist, okay. Right, they get back a land. And it is our turn. So they're at 11 life. Four power here is pretty good. 4 power here is also pretty good, although they're just going to trade with the Patient Naturalist. I wonder if that's okay. I mean, I kind of want something to die anyways, right? But if I pump the Apothecary... Actually, no. I'm going to pump the Selvala here. And just attack... Oh, I should have given this Trample. Damn it. Yeah. I should have given this Trample. That was a big mistake. I missed out on... 1 point of damage, sadly. The reason why I want this in play is that... Oh no, it doesn't give Death Touch. Well, it does give Lifelink, but not drawing something there was big. I do have the ability to fight something here. Yeah, but missing out on the 1 damage could be super, super impactful here. Oh, they can play the Sphinx. But, I mean, it fights the Sphinx, right? So that's not even that great. But I can give my creature Menace, I guess? Otherwise, hold on, they're at 6. What if I kill the Bandit? It forces them to play the Sphinx. I kill the Bandit. And then I have 3 creatures in play. They have 2. Okay, sure. I'm missing out on that 1 damage might end up super costing me here, though. Oh, we really needed something there. Really, really needed something there. That's too bad. So they block 2 of our biggest creatures and they go to 2? Huh. All right. Well, Oko's still gonna die because all my stuff tramples. So we killed everything, but they still have 2 cards in hand with Intimidation campaign going. So I'm not feeling good about this. A couple of bricks in a row was pretty bad, and they have some bombs, right? They have Oko and Stoic Sphinx. So we need to find something big. Their deck is definitely sweet. Yeah, okay. Make your own luck. It's brutal. All right. Not gonna lie, I don't like my situation here. It's close, but just like, even like a creature, right? To play off the Selvala and get an extra token. Wow, that was their best plot. Oh, because they want to play something this turn, sure. Servant of the Stinger. Okay. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. Let's give this Menace. Oh my gosh. So the the 1 damage was super relevant, right? Oh my gosh. Like it was literally the, life or death. All right, well, we have deserts. We do have deserts that we can draw to just kill them. They're at 1 life. We have Dance of the Tumbleweeds, Spinewood's Armadillo. So a lot of good potential options here. Now, if they commit a crime and play this, then Desert doesn't kill them. This sets us up for Paul Bunyan as well, or sorry, Bonnie Paul. Oh god, the 1 damage! Ooh! The 1 damage. This thing's been great though, it gained us a bunch of life. Alright. Desperate Bloodseeker. That allows me to commit a crime. They have 1 card. I can give my 1/1 Menace. I feel like if they had a crime, they should have committed it and then bounced Intimidation Campaign. So I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, Primal Might and Slickshot Lockpicker. I mean, they probably have something because they took so long. I just feel like at 1, if you have a way to commit a crime, you absolutely want to cast it and then bounce this and gain a life. So yeah, like I feel like this was like I feel like that was a mistake. But it's okay. Just like staying at 1 is just so precarious against clearly a multicolored desert deck. All right, they're at 2. Bonnie Paul, come on. Because they are grinding us out with this Intimidation Campaign now. I don't think they're going to attack me. All right, well, Forest was just terrible. Yeah, so, like, this is definitely a game that I should have won with the Drover Grizzly turn. This was a long, complicated game, right? But just that one, it's crazy, right? It's that one tiny error that can swing winning or losing a game. And this is one of the things that happens, and it's like painful, and you're like, all right, I better learn from this and move forward. But it is what it is. We're not going to win this game anymore. They're up too many cards. We can maybe deck them. Maybe they can't kill us. I guess that's our plan now. I think they're up too many cards. We need to hope that they just get super greedy with Intimidation Campaign. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they have 5 lands left in their deck. All right, let's just draw something that helps us stabilize at this point. They're going to be able to tutor for the best card in their deck. What if we get like Honest Rutstein? Oh no, we can't because they have the stupid hearse. I was going to say Honest Rutstein back Desperate Bloodseeker. Okay, Marauding Sphinx. Archmage's Newt. Sure. Oh, there's the Honest Rudstein. Oh, God. That's so brutal. All right, I'm going to play. I mean, they have an Unlicensed Hearse in play. They have all kinds of spells they can play from the graveyard. I don't think they can play this Intimidation campaign anymore. I feel like we're probably going to die before they deck themselves. I don't have another Desperate Bloodseeker. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. So they have four of these cards are lands and 3 of them are spells. Would be my guess. Oh, Pest Infestation would be so sick. I forgot about that card. Okay, don't care about that. Mourner Surprise does absolutely... Man, this Unlicensed Hearse is so good. Just going to play this as another 1/1. It also commits a crime every turn. So that's also cool. They can start targeting their own graveyard too. They have so much stuff. Oh no, we have stuff in our graveyard still. Oh my goodness. Too much crime committing. Please surveil stuff into your graveyard. They're not going to. They're going to be very careful here. Sure. I mean, we're definitely blocking this Vadmir. What does the Newt get back? I guess I need to block the Newt as well. Yeah, Pest Infestation. I think that's like the one card. Okay, blocking, I mean, this is the same thing. Unless they have another removal spell. Now they are at 5. Is there any way I can kill them? Probably not. Alright, so that'll probably do it. Yeah, kind of kind of unfortunate there at the end too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 11 lands. Like, we really needed action there. And if they crew this, yeah, we're dead. Yep. It's a little unfortunate there, but it's okay. It's okay. Those games happen as well. Like, we have nobody to blame but ourselves in that loss. I think there were probably a couple of things in that game we could have done a little bit better. So, all right. Let's shake that off and keep this hand. We have 2 lands. Spinewood's Armadillo to get us land number 3. And then Rattleback Apothecary, Drover Grizzly, Buried in the Garden, and Selvala. So, absolutely a keep here. I think I'm just going to play the Mirage Mesa and name green. Just because I absolutely need green here. If I draw an untapped land, I might just fetch something with the Armadillo, but we did not. So a little bit of a slow start, but that's kind of the nature of our deck. Trained Airings turn 2 from the opponent. Not great for us. All right, we drew a land. So now what? It's probably just cycle. Gains us some life, and then let's figure out a desert to get here. Probably we have a white, we have a second green, so let's get the Soured Springs. Makes sense. The next turn we can just jam Selvala and hope it sticks around. And if they have a removal spell, hope it's not an exile removal spell. Because in unchecked, Selvala can just absolutely take over a game. And then, I mean, this thing doesn't need the life link, the life gain, but I appreciate it for it. That's just going to go a long way here for us. Bold attack. I'm a coward. No chance I'm blocking. So do I Rutstein back the Armadillo? I'm actually curious what I should do here. Probably, right? Probably. Makes things cheaper as well. They could have Fierce Retribution. So I should play out my creatures if I can first. So this taps for 3 mana. I want to attack first because it does have Vigilance. I mean, if they have the Retribution, they have the Retribution. And if they don't, well, guess. Oh, I actually messed up the... I should have played the Grizzly first, right? That would have given me an extra mana. Then I could have played... Could I play the Armadillo? I don't know. Anyways, Selvala, ladies and gentlemen. Selvala, ladies and gentlemen. Is this a good board? And if so, could you explain why? Oh my goodness. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Do I want to use Buried in the Garden here just to absolutely... Just so I don't get absolutely blown up by like a combat trick or something along those lines? Shh. Yeah, let's kill the Trained Erranks. Why not? There was probably some combat trick they were trying to lean on there. All right. 2 and 1. Selvala, very, very nice magic card. Let's keep this going. Alrighty. On the play? Soured Springs, Swamp Forest, Dance of the Tumbleweeds. All right. Oh, we even have the Voracious Varmint turn 2. So got a decent little curve here. Turn 1 Reckless Lackey. All right. Varmint. Ty Joaquin? I mean, I feel like I'm just going to kill this Ty Joaquin. Anyways. Let's hope they don't block. Are they deciding whether or not they should block? They're like, what can they have? Double block? Just take the 2. All right. Well, I'll take the 3. I'm not interested in Ty Joaquin shenanigans. We also got to do Ty Joaquin shenanigans, so I know exactly the type of shenanigans the Ty Joaquin can lead to. The Gila Courser here, pretty nice. I like to save the Tumbleweeds. I'm kind of greedy that way, but I think that's fine to do. I'm just going to play the Bloodseeker here and target myself, especially with the Honest Rutstein. It seems pretty good. We completely missed. Let's attack. Vigilance is nice. Any land here would be great for the Cactarantula. And if something dies here, we can just Honest Rutstein back a creature and play the creature next turn still. Take for a ride. Okay. Oh, they must have the black sacrifice thing. Oh, at least they can't... Wait, is it till the next turn? Oh, man. Oh, I do have the Varmint. Okay. They're going to play the sack, draw 2 cards card. Yep. Hopefully they miss a land drop. All right, that's good. That means they can't play the Nexus of Becoming, which is very, very good for us. So I'm going to play Honest Rutstein. Get back the Bloodseeker. Because, like I said, they can't play this next turn. and target ourselves. We just have, you know, we have back for more, stuff like that, so. Mourner Surprise. All right, so we have double green, double black, and a blue. We can go for white or blue. We milled a white card already. You get muted. Be quiet. I'm going to go white, just because if I draw Sylvala, I can play it next turn. Cactorantula, 4 mana, 6/5 reach. Is that good? It's not bad. Oh. Reckless Lackey Tribal. Alright. I guess we can't really attack with these creatures, so let's just play... Why don't we play a 5 mana, 7/7 ward... Just all these words. Why don't we play that? Good luck. They're probably going to start cracking lackeys. Thunder Salvo. Probably should have used that earlier. Probably, maybe. I don't know what you're saving the Thunder Salvo for. But I guess I'm not going to complain, as I have a Spinewoods Armadillo in play. Sorry, I get a little salty when my opponent... Like, I literally... It was like 2 seconds, and they gave me the your go. It's like, come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, there's the back for more. All right, Cactorantula, 2 ginormous monsters. What do we have in the graveyard? We can get back Honest Rutstein. That's like super value. Do we have a Death Touch creature in here? We do not. Drover Grizzly can deal 4 damage. I mean, we still need to draw land number 6. At knife point. All right. Not a great card. All right. So, I mean, what are they going to do? I guess they could... okay, they're dead. All right. Boom. Take 1. Moving on. 3-1 now. Let's go. That was a really good draw. Definitely. Let's keep it going. Okay, what do we have? Mirage Mesa, Sour Springs Forest, Desert Stew, Mourner Surprise, Consuming Ashes, and Goldvein Hydra. That is a slam dunk keep. Let's lead with Soured Springs so that we can hold off on what we want to name with the Mirage Mesa. I don't think it's going to be Forest. We do have Dance of the Tumbleweeds, which helps. So what duels do we have? We have a white-black duel. So I don't think I want to name black, because I think this is a turn 3 Tumbleweeds game. So do we get blue? For Bonnie Paul? Yeah, and then we get the black-white land? Sure. It's very weird, I will say. But it is what it is. Oh, well, there's the black. Anyways, let's go get something. What should we get? We have the blue now. It could just be green now. It could just be green-white. Yeah. Now that we drew the swamp naturally. Just have double green, double black. Have it all. All right, some Naya beatdowns here. Okay. Well, we have the Mourner Surprise, which is really nice with this Hydra. If they exile it, obviously it's not good. Come on. That's so lame. Like, I don't even get the treasures. Lassoed by... Come on. Alright. And the thing is, if I kill the lassoed, it's so bad anyways. That was horrible. Also, they should have saddled the 1/1 and this 1/1 to mill themselves, I feel. There's just a good chance you get to deal more damage that way. Oh, that's brutal. They're keeping up Snakeskin Veil too. Our hand had such promise. Such promise. I'm going to use Consuming Ashes here on the Stubborn Burrow Fiend, just because Desert's Dew already kills everything. And I mean, if you have Snakeskin Veil, you just have it all, right? It's like, yeah, I mean, good job. Not much we can do, is what I'm going to say. It's like, they had the removal spell for our Hydra, and then the Snakeskin's Veil for my removal spell, and curved out perfectly. This is not the type of game that we can win. But them's the beats. Here comes another... A splashed Vengeful Townsfolk? That's what I'm losing to? Come on. Man, that's brutal. Sure. Yeah, I mean, we're super dead. I have to block the Burrow Fiend. I can't block this. I still die. I could have killed the Burrow Fiend, but then they just saddle up the 4-3 and make it into a 5-5 menace, and then I'm just super dead. So. Oh my gosh, Bonnie Paul. Almost. Almost. Man. Maybe I should have played a Naked Red... I don't know. I could have gotten another Black Source at some point. Honest Redstein blocks here. Whatever. Let's keep fighting, I guess. Although I just do not see how... The thing is... Oh, right. The Roadrunner has haste. Or can't be blocked. Sure. Do any of my creatures have haste? Nope. Man! Alright. That one was brutal. Oh, lassoed by the law. How savage. How savage was that? Okay. Keep it going. Oh, okay. Let's shake that off. Keep this hand. 2 deserts and a forest with a Varmint, Goldvein Hydra, Rooftop Assassin, and Clear Shot. Let's go lead with the Soured Springs here, as I already have an untapped green source here. Collector's Cage, huh? It's actually really interesting whether or not I should be playing this Varmint here turn 2, because I absolutely want to kill the cage. And I don't want to... Yeah, I think I wait. So basically, the reason why I'm not playing the Varmint here is I don't want to expose it to a removal spell, because I really need the Varmint to kill the Collector's Cage. All right. Bye-bye, Cage. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? It kind of slowed our tempo down just a little bit, but gotta do what you gotta do. All right, let's play Sylvala. We got a nice little flying squad here. Ooh. Baron Bertram. That's a nice one. Pest Infestation. This is actually really interesting because if I play a Gold Vein Hydra for 4, I only generate 2 mana, so I can't clear shot. So I almost want to play a Rooftop Assassin, main phase, and then clear shot maybe? Yeah, so let's attack for 4. Well, hold on. No, that's not good. Let's figure out the color. I want to tap this for black. Let's full control this just because I don't want to mess this up. Attack. I don't think they're blocking. We play Rooftop Assassin. Make a 1/1. And then we clear shot. And kill the Baron Bertram. Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to get in for 5 damage. And I don't care if the Rooftop Assassin trades with, like, a Wanted Griffin or whatever. Oh, and they just scooped. Easy peasy. Selvala. 4 mana, 4/5 Vigilance that also taps for 3 mana. Not bad. Not bad. All right, we at least got to 4. Back against the wall, 4-2. It's been a while since we've had 2 losses this early. All right, taking a look at this hand. Oh, we have all the colors with the Desert Stew, Selvala, and a Cactarantula. Certainly keeping this. Cactarantula. We don't have the second greed for Cactarantula, but Selvala will solve all of our problems. Will Selvala? All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Comment down below. Okay. Target ourselves. Ooh, mill 2 lands. Don't hate that. And a Spinewood Paladin. Okay. Nothing, no play here for us turn 3, but we do have Desert's Dew, so happy enough to just run that out if they play something here. Especially if it's something good. Okay. Can't run it out because they played a Congregation Gryff. Sadness. I can kill it now, or I can play Selvala. Playing Selvala just seems infinitely better. Let's see if they block. All right, whatever. I wasn't gonna just seeing, right? Just seeing, just testing the waters. All right, don't have a removal spell. We're just Selvaling everybody out. All right, here comes an exile removal spell. Yep. Why do they always have it? Why do they always have it? That's just not, you know what I mean? I don't appreciate when they always have it. Oh, why do I always have it? Why do I always have it? Lucky Cheon. Voracious Varmint off the top. Let's go. We will be using that to get back our Selvala. We're actually very good against these types of effects. We have 2 Varmints and a Pest Infestation in our deck. Then next turn, I'm just going to assume I'm going to be able to play lots and lots of things. Like this comes into play as a 4-power creature. There's a 2-power creature. I play Cactarantula. That's a 6-power creature and a 1-power creature. So that's 1, 2, 4, 6. So I'll have 4 mana, and then I can plot the Spinewood's Paladin. Unless I draw a land, then I can just cast it. Four mana. Eartha Joe. So that'll double pump the Congregation Gryff, okay. I mean, we're at 25. They're going to be able to gain 3 life, that's fine. All right, come on. It's not. It is not rocket science. Do the thing. All right, you got me. All right, let's do this. Let's play Cactarantula. Let's see. Let's attack. And then, do I play Spinewoods Paladin or Desert Stew? Honestly, I still don't... I feel like I just want to play the Spinewoods Paladin. It's like if they... I mean, sure, they can hit me for 5 in the air and gain 5, but then I just have so much offense available here with the Desert Stew available up as a -4/-4 effect. Now, they still have 4 cards in hand. It can be close. We don't have any creatures left, but we do have some beef in play. Prickly Pear. All right. Okay. All right. Eartha Joe. Eartha Joe might be a problem now. 3 mercenaries in play here. Eartha Joe might be problematic. Build your own Baneslayer Angel here. And I'm like really concerned that they have like a way to protect it too, but at least we can bash in for a good amount. I don't think I should block with the Cactarantula here. Just because I can block it later if I want. Also, I mean, I have ginormous attackers here as well. So. Okay. Ooh, an extra desert. I mean, obviously I would have preferred like some kind of a spell there, but you know, -5/-5 to on Desert Stew is pretty nice. So how do we want to go about this? This has 6 power, which I like, because it's going to attack through those 2. I suppose I can make Selvala into a 6 power creature if they double block or triple block or something. Or is 5 power sufficient? Then they'll triple block. We're just going to do this on my Trampler. We'll just put one here. We got to push the aggression here. Push the aggression. Hopefully they're the first ones to flinch here. All right. Okay. So we're trading Selvala for Eartha Joe and a mercenary, which, you know, Selvala basically has done all the work that she needs to. So but getting rid of that while still being able to keep the Desert Stew and have Spinewoods Paladin and Cactarantula attacking is not the worst. It's not the worst. And if they have a combat trick, obviously this leads to a gigantic blowout. Unless they have double combat trick. But yeah, we'll go 1 on Eartha Joe, 2 on the mercenary, and do that. And then if they use like the +1/+1 lifelink indestructible card, then we can kill the Eartha Joe, and obviously that'll be very good. Explosive Derailment on Spinewoods Paladin. All right, well now we should just use Desert Stew on Eartha Joe and kill the other 2 creatures. And yeah. Selvala lives. So basically you got to eat Prickly Pear and a token for free there. Because we had so much power and toughness in play, it kind of forced the action. We're still kind of dealing with a little bit of a weird racing set. Like I'm still at 20, they're still at 13 just because of all the lifelink nonsense. And again, I am out of gas. So, you know, it can easily swing, especially if they just play the best red rare in the set. Okay, yeah, their deck is fantastic. They're gonna build their own Baneslayer here, it looks like. Very, very hard to race, I'm gonna say. But it's okay. We can pump up our Bloodseeker and also give that lifelink on top of that. And hopefully we just draw something big. What about a Bonnie Paul? Any Bonnie Pauls? We just drew we played the second blue. I would love to draw my... I mean, to be fair, I've been drawing Sylvala turn 4 nearly every game, but I want my other busted rare. Is that too much to ask for? Just all busted rares? Right. You have something else? Come on. How about a land? I mean, keeping this up is kind of pointless because it trades with one of the Gryphs, so. So it's 2 Congregation Gryphs and 4 Mercenary tokens against Cactarantula, Sylvala, and 2 Mercenary tokens. All right. We're at 19, they're at 8. Top deck mode. They can, like, mix it up if they want. So let's say they go all in. They go up to 14. We do 12 damage. Come on, just one action spell, please. I lost my lifelink or 2. I just really don't want to trade my Cactarantula for a Congregation Gryph plus 4 activations, you know? Oh, they didn't do one more activation. Interesting. So they want to keep some blockers back. Okay. They might. That means they probably drew a land. Does this trample? Was that was that a good draw? Oh my gosh. Alrighty then. I mean, this thing tramples, right? So I might as well just funnel all of my mana into it and make this as big as possible. Right? All right, so this gives me... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So do this for 11. Let's pump it. All right. I am in for this. They have to block with the Gryph. They have to. So this eats the Gryph. Does this thing have reach? This has so much. That has so many keywords on it. Okay, it doesn't have. Okay. All right. 11/11 Goldvein Hydra. Let's go. This is a lot. This is a lot they need to fight through. Buried in the Garden. Ooh, what a good draw. What a good draw. Clutch. Clutch draw. I mean, it definitely... I mean, the Goldvein Hydra definitely did some work there, right? It still ate a Congregation Gryph and dealt a ton of damage, but Buried in the Garden was very, very clutch. Now, if they... What are they going to do? Like, double pump the Gryph? Maybe single pump the Gryph? Then that puts them to 7. I go to 13. Okay. I mean, they're just going to block both of my creatures, right? I think I can attack with this mercenary as well. They're not going to block this, so why don't we do that? Especially because we have this desert. So they're just going to block both. Yeah. Actually, you know, it's possible I should have never done it the other way. Anyways, I'm going to hold this desert, I think, just to have it as a surprise source of damage. It's possible I should have pumped the mercenary. I don't know. All right, well, now these creatures can't attack, so. All right, let's eat more creatures. We're at the buffet. It's time to eat. All right, big turn. Wow. That's kind of insane, actually. All right, and Heath for the win. Whew, that was a good game. They had a lot of power. Eartha Joe, Double Griff, Hellspur, Posse Boss. Very, very good stuff. We have cracked the top 20s? Awesome. That is very awesome. We are ranked 27 now. Okay. Loving the progress. Okay, what do we have here? Creosote, Heath, Forest, Island. We have a double black spell that we can't cast, but we have Buried in the Garden and Dance of the Tumbleweeds to get us black mana, along with the Voracious Varmint. So, definite keep here. I think I'm going to get probably the blue-black land with Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Let's lead with the Heath. I'm just going to try to play as many tap lands as I can, although turn 2 probably just running out the Varmint. Trained Arinx. All right, that's a good one. All right, could just be playing against a busted mount deck. We'll see. All right. Hey, 5 and 3 is a pretty good run. Turn 2 Trained Arinx, turn 3 Wily Duke is almost unbeatable. Almost. On the play, nice life. Very nice life. All right. We need to draw super well to have a chance here. This is just simply far too good of a combination. They just drew a card and scryed one and dealt a bunch of damage to me. I mean, at least their follow-up here was a Sterling Hound. But they're going to saddle up the Wily Duke, hit me again for 3. I guess we have the answer now for the Wily Duke in the Buried in the Garden. And I do want to use Buried in the Garden just because it ramps me on top of... ramps me as well. Consuming Ashes is interesting because I do get to Surveil, though. No, I'm going to go with Buried in the Garden. I just think the extra mana is going to be super relevant. Pest Infestation. Interesting. I wonder if they block here. Gosh, I was really hoping that they wouldn't. Let's go with, I think, more black. I can use more black. Maybe that attack wasn't bad. but just keeping their board clear when I have a lot of pressure on me felt okay. Son of a gun. Lassoed by the Law? This thing has been our bane. This thing has been our absolute bane. But you know what? Look, on the bright side, like obviously they're drawing a card and we're super, super behind. We're going to be able to Pest Infestation for 2 here. Okay? So at least there's that. Get this out of here. Black, black. I don't even know what colors I want anymore. I don't need more white. Let's just go black again, I guess. We have 2 blue. Okay. That way I can like double spell. I can just cast all my black spells. Are you going to pump it too with the mercenary? I mean, I'm just going to chump here probably with the pest. Yeah, this is an easy chump. Still a lot that we need to fight through, but I think Pest Infestation definitely was great. Gain some life, let us recover. Desert Stew is also nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have access to 7 mana. So I think Spinewood's Paladin plus Desert Stew makes a lot of sense. In attacking with like... Actually, yeah, I can just attack with everything. This gains me life. We're good. They kept up 4 mana though. What do they have? Like they have to have something here, right? No? Okay. This desert is just Doomblade, by the way. Sterling Hound enters the battlefield. Okay. Can I get my Pest Infestation back? Is there any way for me to rebuy Pest Infestation? That would be super nice. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. All right, I legitimately have to think here. 3, 4, okay. I'm going to use both of my removal spells here, but do I want to just try to minimize the damage that I take? So I can use Desert Stew to kill one of the Trained Erranks. And then use Consuming Ashes on the Shepherd of the Clouds. Or do I value the Surveil a little more? I feel like I value my life total more, so let's just kill one of the Erranks here. Just to, again, minimize the damage that I take. Why didn't they saddle? All right. Yeah, we're going to need something really fantastic here. I'm just going to play into the Snakeskin Veil. I feel like the lifelink potentially on the Rattleback Apothecary can be good. Okay, it's not going to be. This is kind of risky, not gonna lie. They're not splashing Phantom Interference, are they? Oh, Getaway Glamour. That's brutal. You know, they could have actually paid the spree cost and kill my Apothecary. I'm shocked that they didn't. No, don't no, yeah, it's better to just kill this, right? All right. Well, anyways, they're getting far too much value here. If I don't draw Bonnie Paul this turn, I'm just dead. They have like 2 big flyers in play. Yeah, I don't know. I can just try to gain life here. I don't even know which flyer to kill. Clear Shot definitely helps. The Glamour was very good. Let's kill Lightfoot. Come on. Like, all right. You got me. It's okay. They had a really, really good deck. Lots of good removal, minus the Sterling Hound, which was a filler level card. But Gem, Lightfoot, Shepherd of the Clouds, bunch of good removal, and it put us on the back foot, and they ended up getting us. So, all right. It's been a while. But, you can't still be too upset about a 5-win finish. Was hoping for more. I think we would have won a lot more games had we been able to play this Bonnie Paul. But sometimes you don't draw your rares, right? That's just, we had 3 fantastic rares to pest. No, we had 4 fantastic rares. And we drew the other 3, but weren't able to draw the Bonnie Paul. And I think that would have obviously gone a really, really long way. But played against a really solid deck. And, obviously cannot complain. Still going 5 wins and 3 losses. That's a net profit on gems. And this was the deck. Thought the deck was pretty cool. Pest Infestation definitely did a lot of work. I think this card is fantastic and you should take it early. I still don't know if it's better or worse than Lassoed by the Law. You saw the power of Lassoed by the Law in the white decks that we played against. Very, very good. Zavala is just absolutely absurd. This thing was absolutely absurd. It's better than the Gold Vein Hydra, better than Pest Infestation, not better than Bonnie Paul, but this thing just does so much. Just like every ability is ridiculous. So take this very highly. And this was just a very solid 4-color desert control deck, controlling mid-range deck with really good top end and really good bombs. And if you give me this deck, I would expect at least 5 wins every single time. That's how solid I think this deck was. So there you have it, folks. Unfortunately, couldn't climb too much. We ended up with a top 32. So we did climb up 3 ranks, but it's going to be a little bit slower now that we're moving higher and higher up the Mythic ranks. But still made progress and still had a pretty sweet deck. Splashing Bonnie Paul. I talk about ambitious mana bases. This might have been one as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like or subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed the content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I did launch my Patreon channel. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. Shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for your support. The Patreon is really, honestly, the best way if you want me to interact with you and want to build a limited community. That's really the place to be. The Discord has been unbelievable. Again, shout out to everybody who's been super active in there. Helping other people grow together is something that I want to do. That's part of the main thing for me, focusing on this limited channel, is helping people elevate their limited game by doing everything I can to explain my lines of thought, my thought process, and I hope you've been enjoying the content so far. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.